Of course,
She's a
what you're
friend.
saying,
Very good friend. I just like her as a friend. I'm not interested in her.
Was she pretty?
Very pretty.
Okay. Did she want to have sex with you?
She even wants us to date.
Yes. Did you ever have sex with her? No, I forget that.
No, that's not the question.
No.
Don't
do anything.
Everything when you talk now, anything that you say now, if you against you, don't block up.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're watching this from. My name is Adefolami Agumbiade, and you're welcome to the hottest podcast in the universe. Do you like that energy? All right, so today we'll be discussing the issues people face when they're looking for love. And the topic is, should I end it, break up, or should I just continue? It's a very, very important question. People don't know how do you assess whether a relationship is worth continuing? Because not every relationship is worth, so how do you assess that? That's what we're talking about today. And if you misdiagnose, you use the wrong tactics also in solving them. Okay. So my hope is that you'll be comfortable. You'll be more comfortable and more confident in seeing things you need to end and taking the strength, okay, to go ahead and end them so that the things that you need to start, you will be able to start them. And that applies across our careers, our relationships, our businesses, and our product lives. So at the end of this show, we'll open up doors to a much brighter future than we all could ever have imagined. I believe that every single person here has been in a relationship at one point or the other. Is there anybody who has never dated anybody? You've never been in a relationship. You've been alone by yourself.
Okay, so the stuff is that, there was somebody I dated. It's been quite a long time, actually. So I think the first one actually is actually true because there was a point that we were not spending time, and the reason was that I become more stressed after seeing her than I was before seeing her. If you know what I mean.
Stress is
like she
prima donna.
Any small she's the kind of lady, some ladies start to want to form boss lady and all those stuff. So she argues a lot. Any small stuff that I don't see as anything, she just picks get. So that's alone made me that I don't really want to see her like that. I reduced the communication, and she observed it that I wasn't calling her like that. I wasn't planning to see her and all that. And one day she just composed a breakup message, and one Tuesday morning. 9:45 actually, just I sent the message. I just showed my friend. Congratulations, congratulations, boy. I can't act that. And actually, I wanted the relationship to end at that point because she was. I'm looking for the English. One of my friends knows the girl very, very well, very, very well. Like she has seen the girl behave and all that. She was a good girl, of course, fantastic. But just that she is egoistic and, And what ladies don't know is that once you have said yes to me, the relationship switch. I am the one holding the key. If I say we should continue, we continue. If I say we support, we support. Just now,
control. You see, that's one of the keys.
So that was effectively you. Yeah. Like that was a sign you were in control.
No. The sign was that I was only feeling more stress calling her, like argument. So I wasn't.
You were interested in talking to her?
Yes, because after a long day, I call you. You are adding to my problem.
We'll come back. We'll come back to the rest of the story. So, everybody here, the general consensus among people here is the general consensus that when the relationship is about to end, you won't talk as much as you used to.
Yeah.
For real. Normally, or you just ghost the person.
Yes, or talking even becomes a body.
Okay, so. There are a couple of other things we'll talk about. We'll get back to this article, okay? But let's just use this to jump right into our experiences. So we've had a lot. So does anybody have an experience in which you found yourself at a critical crossroad? You were in a relationship, you were dating someone, and then you were faced with that challenge that do I continue or do I move on? Or maybe you are the one that
they moved on.
That they moved on from. So you can tell us the story.
Abib Jimo is my name, and this particular lady, I met her through my cousin. They happen to be classmates. They study the same course of our poly. I was in University of Ilorin then. So, no, sorry, I was in Osun State Polytechnic then. Because I went to poly before going to, Hiri, before going to University of Ilorin. So, I actually saw her on my cousin's phone.
Well, the way you're going with this thing, you're not going to break down and start crying. Because that's the way the setup.
I don't cry in the past. I don't cry, like, re-cry.
Yeah.
So I saw her on my cousin's phone, and I was like, wonderful. I know this girl now. That kind of thing. Said he's her friend, and as a matter of fact, she's just going through one heartbreak presently. This is a good time now. Let me just mend the heartbreak. Let me mend the heart now. What do you think? And she was like, the lady, the guy actually is violent, usually beats the girl, and when they were ending, he even broke her phone, that she doesn't even have a phone at the moment. So how far are we going to run this stuff now? Then along the line, when she said she will follow up with her, that she do speak with her with her mom's phone because they are on break. So I said, no problem. Maybe when they speak, you can hint her then. Along the line, when she gets a phone, you can let her know the full story and probably because I say I need the number of the lady. Said when she gets the phone and when they get talking back, that she will ask her first. After telling her that, can she give her the number? I said, no problem. So to cut that short, later she got the phone and I got the number. We got talking. From there, something started. We started a relationship. Okay, fine. She was a wonderful person, actually. That she was a wonderful person.
She used to be.
She used to be a wonderful person. We were good together while I was still in poly. I was in 92 then. After my ND, I entered University of Ilorin. We were still together. And it get to a time I do go to check up on her in her school. She comes to mine also. So we do like that.
Osun to Kwara to Osun.
Something like that. Yeah, right. So there's something I watch in Yoruba movie that I don't know that is real. The fact that when I go to a place, probably maybe I just buy like bread alongside when I'm going or something. When I get to a place, there's this hostel beside our hostel. There are some guys staying there. There are a particular room, 2 guys staying together as roommates. So if I go there, she will take me there. I should greet those guys. That they are the one taking care of her in the school. Wonderful. Normally, I was not, love is crazy actually. I don't think otherwise. I only look at it that, okay, it's normal that at least me to have some people I'm taking care of. No, like normal taking care of that. Just help ourselves. So I was thinking we are on the same way. I think we are on the same page. I was thinking we are on the same page. Not knowing that they are helping her on the other hand. To the extent that
how were they helping her?
As in they were helping themselves.
Break it down.
The story is coming there. It's coming there actually. So that bread when me bring come,
they go chop on.
you give it to those guys.
Wow.
I was not seeing it as anything because she usually say they were helping them. Probably my own is maybe they do give her money too or something. So it's not bad if she gives the bread to them or something. No problem. But later on, I'm suspecting her one way or the other, the way she behaves, that there is something going on with her. But love is crazy. If I think of it, I'll still come back again. Don't be like that. There was a day I was at her place. I got there in the afternoon. Said, what do I want to eat? I said, bread is okay. I had bread. And while I was eating, she said she's coming. And she left. I had bread. After eating, This girl no come back. I sit down. After some time, I had to sleep. I was just laying my back and I don't know when I slept off. I woke up around after 7 p.m. She's not back. Wonderful. What is happening?
She went to receive help.
I went. As a Muslim, I went to observe my salat. I've been coming there, so I know where the mosque is. I went to the mosque. I came back. She's not back. 8 o'clock. I went to mosque again. I come back. She's not back. I called her phone. Why is it not? She left her phone inside the room. The phone was ringing in the room. Wonderful. Okay.
Wonderful.
I was waiting for her. I slept off again. She came back after 11 in the night.
What lecture was going on?
Okay. When she came back, she came in, she took her bucket. It was a room. She took her bucket, she went out to the bathroom. She went to take a bath. She came back. The problem I had with that bath was, naturally my girlfriend then, my ex-girlfriend that I know, we never take bath in the night. Take a bath in the night. She feels cold. So there must be a reason for her to take bath that night. She was stressed.
After receiving help.
So I was thinking about it, but after thinking about it, she came in. I was still lying down. I don't quickly run into conclusion. So I was waiting patiently. She came back. She was lying on my back. She was like, I'm sorry. I said, you are sorry for what? She said, you are sorry for going since afternoon and coming back this time, or you are sorry for taking your bath. Which of the two? He said, what do you mean by sorry for taking your bath? I asked 2 questions. You don't need to answer only one. Are you sorry for coming back now? Where did you go to? Say, there was no reasonable thing to talk about. I said, no problem. I slept. She woke me up around 2 a.m.
To help her.
What happened now? I said, I'm sorry now. I said, no problem. I said, you are sorry. I heard you. Said, you told me yesterday you are sorry. I said, I've heard you. Now you are still sorry, Abi. No problem. That went. I was not even taking it serious again.
How long at that point, how long had you guys dated for then?
Over a year.
Over a year. Okay, so
over a year.
I want to accelerate your story, all right? Okay. Because the way it is, the way you are narrating the story, you are bringing us into that story. And I'm not sure that the gentlemen here have the willpower
to go to that story.
To follow you through that story without getting angry. So
actually,
after that point, after that particular instance, at what point did you reach that point that you felt that, okay, I have to end this relationship?
Or to repair the relationship?
There is one of those guys that hits my bread. His conscience is disturbing him. Because the other guy is the main guy that was
knocking, giving the help.
Helping her, giving like I was giving her back to back.
I still don't understand what
they were mating. Like they were mating.
You mean you were having
so the guy is not.
Wait, so let me get to now. Okay, so to summarize the story so far. So you had a girlfriend you dated for 1 year. One of the times, each time you went to go and visit her, you would buy bread, and then when you give her, she would give some guys in her school.
Okay, yeah.
Some male friends
in her school and all that. And those guys kept taking the. And then at some particular point in time, one of those guys who was eating the bread that you were bringing told you that.
No. The conscience was speaking him, and he told my cousin that she's supposed to let me know what is going on. That she's using at the expense of family for friend. That she's not giving me the update of what's happening.
Okay, so what was the update of what's going on?
Like, that thing is going on.
Okay, wait, she was having sex with another guy.
Yeah.
And she should be telling you.
That my cousin is supposed to tell me that. Am I supposed to end up with that kind of person that she knows that it's not good for me?
Okay, he told your cousin
that is she not supposed to tell me?
Okay.
Like, as a guy, if he calls me that this and this and this, I'm as guys, we may be thinking that the The guy said get interest. Say he want make I come up for the picture. Say he can't really come out straight like that.
Okay, yeah.
How guys can think at times.
Yeah.
That he couldn't. That but you are the family.
Yes, it's
Can't
supposed to
you
be
Relative.
call your brother like?
Yeah, but that cousin was one that introduced both of you now. Was it not?
Yeah, he's still hoping, rooting that you guys will mend fences.
So the guy was now like, if she cannot tell me, like anytime we are together, she should tell me that we should call him, that he has something to tell me, that he will tell me himself.
Okay.
Okay.
So who later
So-
told you?
After about 2 years that we were together,
God.
after like over 2 years, like I finished my exam. So okay, she was supposed to come to my place after her exam. I was having my exam, but I was done. I was waiting for her to be done with her exam in her school so that she can come. Then we agreed that when she finished her exam, so day, then she'll be coming. But she finished her exam. She was just telling me she's tired. Okay. Normally, if you finish exam at times, you get tired. Come the next day. The next day, she was not coming. The third day, what's up? Me, I don't have anything doing in school like this. It's you I'm waiting for. If you are not coming, let me know. Let me just go home. Then I called my cousin like, how far? Your friend saying they come my side. Till now, no. Say, no. As in something like that. Since day before yesterday, I'm not seeing anybody. Although she told me that she's tired. The guy say, I was like, what do you mean? I say, okay, we have discussion, but when we see face to face, me, I don't the reason I say, okay, something don't stop. She later came because I called her that day and I said, if you are not coming today, don't bother coming because first bus tomorrow morning, I'll be in Lagos. So if you are not coming today, don't bother coming again. Then she came that day. By the time she would come, it was around 7. I was in the mosque. But she knows where I keep my key. She was in when I would come back from mosque. I met her inside, frowning. What's wrong with you? It's in this so. And she told me that she's not feeling fine. Before 5 minutes, she was feeling fine. No? Everything was okay. Like her face, everything changed after pretending that she was not feeling fine. Not knowing that there's a particular guy, or there's a particular man also that she was dating. A married man at that. A married man that she was dating also. So it was that man that did not allow her come on time.
The man was giving her help.
She was still
receiving help.
Seeing that man also. To cut the long story short, when after meeting ourselves, that was the last time we met, and when I came to Lagos, my cousin, when she was in Lagos also, will you come to my place or I should come to your place? He said, no, me I should come. I said, I'm broke presently, you come. She was like, it's because I'm broke, so that's why I say you should come. I said, okay, no problem. Any of us that get money first should come. Then, but I was eager to know what's stopping. So I talked to my dad that I needed some money that I want to go to my cousin's place. So he gave me the money and I went. So when I got there, I said, yeah, how far now? I need to hear the full gist. And he was like, Melio, he's the one that will speak to me. You tell me. He said, okay. We called the guy. Sincerely yours. When the guy was talking, I was saying how things, to the extent that there was a point she said she was pregnant. She told me she was pregnant. I said, no problem. Like if she's pregnant, as a matter of fact, I know the abort for our family. She cut the call. She called me back and she was angry. Like, why will I say no problem? I said, I don't understand. What do you expect me to say? Is that what I'm supposed to say? What was I supposed to say? Say, why will I say no problem that she's pregnant? What do you want me to say? I'm supposed to say, maybe we'll find something to do. Something like what? I think it's even the guys that used to say, we need to do something to do. But I'm telling you, there is no problem. Yes, is that I finished my education. I know saying that my own BSc be that. No, that's the highest that can happen. Because the kind of dad me I have, they will tell you To bá ti fọmọ lóyún to parí school nìyẹn o. You are already a graduate on your own. So I already have that mindset. Okay, you are pregnant. No problem, because what I cannot tell my sister to do, I can't ask you to do it. I cannot tell my sister to abort. So why will I tell you to go and abort? You give birth, you say no, this and that. So when I came back to school was when I was seeing her like, where's the pregnancy? Sincerely yours, she already aborted it. In fact, when she aborted it was twin. She removed, the doctor that removed one. After like a day, she was not feeling comfortable. She went back and they discovered that it was two. That if she waited for some time, she could have hoos for area. But the girl, back to where the guy called me on phone and when she was saying all those things the girl was doing, like I already saw those things. I was now flashing back to things that were happening, but I wasn't sure.
Okay, so to recap, you said she told you she was pregnant.
Not on call, like along the line before the call.
Then you said you had a call with your cousin, and your cousin.
That's the last part.
Okay, yeah.
So we were on a call, like no, not with my cousin. I was with my cousin. We were sitting together. Then we were on a call with that guy.
Yes.
That faithful guy.
Yeah.
With that stupid guy.
Calm down.
So the guy was explaining things that he explained reason why he could not actually tell me in person beforehand, and that he already told my cousin to explain, but since I think she cannot explain, then he's looking at me that I'm a good person and it will not be good for me to end up with that kind of a person. And he was telling me categorically that he doesn't know. Maybe I was aware that he got pregnant some time back, which she aborted. That it is that married man that impregnated her, and he was still the person that paid for the abortion.
Okay.
And she was telling me, probably maybe she want to use that. If I say, okay, go and abort, she want to use that to cash out again. I don't know. Maybe when she tell me she's pregnant and I say, no, we'll find something to do then. Next thing is send money so that she can cash out from both ends. But after hearing it, the guy told me those she was dating that even my cousin was not aware. To the extent that she was dating a lecturer or so. The story was just heartbreaking that on call, I never knew when I was crying actually. As in, I was crying and you get to a point I had to tell the guy that, you know what, I've had enough. I've had enough. Don't worry. Thank you very much.
You don't wept.
That was just the end of the relationship from my side. So when I got home,
Let's stay with the story.
even while going home, I was just crying by myself inside the bus. Like people don't know what's wrong actually, but me, I just dey cry. Normal. I got home, guy. I could not eat safe. Like normal. I could not eat for some days. Wetin do me, I don't feel explain for house. I just dey cry. I got lean safe for some because I got lean and she was now calling me like she knows that naturally MTN already recognized that I buy card every day. So I no longer buy card because I don't have anybody to call.
Yeah.
She called me and we spoke for over 30 minutes. She was trying to tell me like, the way she was saying it, she knew that I'm already aware of everything that has happened. She was telling me, I should tell me that thing that is in my mind. That thing, what is in my mind? I said, anything is not on my mind. He said something is on my okay, since me that I'm the owner of the mind does not even know that something is here. Tell me what is on my mind. So you know, what am I saying? That how can I say she should be telling me what's on my own mind? That should tell I don't have anything on my mind. So the relationship, there's not even asking that should I continue or because that kind of a lady, what I just know that if she give birth to 5, I will not be the father of anyone. I may not be the father of anyone. If possible, maybe the father of one. And what I noticed is that the lady, maybe why she does that is she fancy material things.
Exactly.
And she's the type
But that's not just for That's not for her alone now.
Her own is too much. The thing is, if she buys a shoe today,
now. The guy is giving her.
Yes, really bringing milk.
if she gets a new shoe today, tomorrow if she sees somebody wearing it, she will not wear that shoe again.
Yeah, but listen, what you just have said about being materialistic, that still does not. Being materialistic is not enough reason.
I guess because of the fact that she understands the financial status of me is the reason she's doing that. Because she knows that what I can afford is what I'm doing for her. And she's not okay with it.
And she didn't tell you.
And she's not telling me anything.
So who broke up with you?
I broke up without any. We did not have any. We don't even meet again to discuss it. Like we broke up. Like she understands that we've broken up. We don't need to talk that we are breaking up, but she understands already that. Stop you now. It's gone.
So how long ago was that?
That's 2015, 16.
2015, 16.
You have healed now.
Yeah.
And so that means you moved on now.
After that one, I said many breakups.
Okay,
She's
so
not immediate ex.
it's not the text. Okay,
no.
so we'll talk. Maybe we'll if
But after I had to go on 2 years break. It was not easy. Most times when she's at my place, I think maybe they already agreed that if I tell you I'm at his place, then their discussion, they should know the kind of discussion they discuss. Because if she's at my place and they call, she'll be like, we are already boyfriend me. Automatically, it was later after the breakup, I was thinking of everything that has happened. Automatically, the meaning of at my boyfriend places, let's know what we'll discuss. But I was not thinking about it when it was happening.
Because you're in love.
Okay, boyfriend. Now the issue is that you now, in fact, the first call now you don't fuck up.
Who never fuck up?
I'll just say a couple of things, all right? Because I took down some notes when you were talking. Okay, the very, very first thing you have to do, okay, when you are dealing with people, right, is to face reality. And a lot of times, facing reality means you have to ask yourself what exactly is true about this person. We had a buy session before we came into the studio, and we're talking about does people's past matter? People's past matter. Because one of the best predictors of future behavior is past behavior. People can tell you that you should discount it. It's there are circumstances under which you can discount past behavior. Okay, and before the end of this podcast, I will go into it. Okay, but if you have somebody who has been in a relationship and the relationship was abusive, and they told you that the past boyfriend was beating her up or they were beating themselves up, and that you want to use that opportunity to get in, you have to be absolutely sure that the information you have been fed is accurate.
Objective.
Okay, because it may be that the past boyfriend was experiencing what you went through and they were punching themselves out of anger. Okay? And they were probably perfect for each other. Okay, so that's one thing. We don't like to face reality. If you go to the bank and you say you want to borrow money from the bank, one of the things the bank would ask you for is what? Your past bank account statements. They want to see the way income is coming in, how you are spending it, to know whether you will be able to service the loan you are taking. Then they probably would ask you, okay, commit something just in case you cannot service the loan. We can take this. You understand? So there are things that we have to tell ourselves about people. All right. As at the time in which she came around, and you spent 1 year in, a question I felt that you probably should ask yourself, particularly, and I think this applies to everybody, if you're dealing with people and you feel that you're having difficulties with them and you want to know, do you continue with this person or not? One question you should ask yourself is this: is there anything in the future that you can use as a yardstick to say that this person is going to get better? Is there any verifiable evidence? If you are dating someone, for example, if you're dating a guy now who is unemployed, and you know that guy is working, the guy is throwing out 100 applications every day. He's going for interviews, he's going for skills and all that. You can, on the basis of that, you can say, okay, I can stick with this person because it's just a matter of time. But if you're dating someone in which is not doing any of that and he's telling you that he's waiting at home for a job to come and meet him, chances are that there's nothing verifiable. Do you understand what I mean? So that's one. You have to have a particular yardstick. Second thing you also ask yourself is that if you're having quarrels with people, maybe you're dating someone, you're having a particular issue with them, you should ask yourself that question. And that's the question, I would say that's the question you should have asked at the very, very first time and trashed out. Do I want to keep having the same issues with this person a year from now? If your answer is yes, you are ready to be having the same issues, then you can continue. But if your answer is no, you have to ask what can be done to ensure these same issues do not continue. Because most of the time, as we go along, we'll talk about assessing people on the basis of the kind of people they are. Hope, you can break hope down. When you ask that, is there hope for the future? You can distill, there are things, there are yardsticks you can use to assess whether you should be hopeful or not. From past behavior, to support systems, to processes, to structure. Okay? To proven, verifiable platforms for change. If you hope that your children will do better than you, one of the things you expect is you put them in training programs. They go to school. Once they are done, you try to enroll them maybe in an apprenticeship program. You try to identify what industries of the future. Do you understand me? So there are yardsticks which we'll use to assess hope. And as we go along in the conversation, we'll get into that. So I just want you to think about it. Think about what we've said so far. Okay, and think about, and I want you to go back, because we'll still come back to your story. You want to go back at that critical point, the first point in which you notice that I'm having issues with this person. At that point, a year in, that you notice, this is a red flag. All right. There are questions that you should ask yourself. We'll get into those questions as we go along. But thank you very much for this story. I won't blame you. I understand that you are inexperienced back then. It's very, very easy for people to laugh, but there are people here who have
fallen into worse.
And it's both male and female. So thank you very much for your story. Let's move on. Is there anybody? We're not trying to top each other's story now, because by comparison, some of you say that my story is not as bad as his story. Okay, but that was 7 years ago. So
okay, so I think that was 2019. I met this particular guy. We attend the same church.
You still attend the same church now?
We still attend.
So he's going to watch this.
So I'm not the popular type in church. People actually know my granddad because he's one of the senior members in church, and they know us as his grandchildren. So whenever we go to church, I would always sit differently with my sister, but always when I go, so you know that these two, they are twins. My sister would be like, I don't talk to people in church. I'm like, so one particular day I went through my Facebook handle and I saw this particular guy. I've been crushing on him since.
Wonderful.
He sent a friend request and I accepted it. We started chatting. And then dude, he now said he wanted to date me. I was like, okay, no problem, finally. And I said yes. We started dating. It was fun. It was actually very okay. Till I found out he had a girlfriend in that same church.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And the girl wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Double wonderful.
And it wasn't your twin sister.
It wasn't my twin sister.
Wow.
So I met him and I told him I was going through his phone and I saw wifey and I was like, who is wifey? I did not ask him. I think then I was playing for my jam. I was a YouTube my senior work. I did not ask him. I went to buy a pouch on my phone, so we went together. So I asked him that day, if I find out that you were cheating on me, what should I do? He said I should leave.
Wow.
Wonderful.
And I was like,
So
okay,
much courage.
no problem.
Your confidence.
It's a confidence.
So I decided I was not going to ask him. It kept freaking me and I was like, I need to ask this boy, who is wifey? So I met him and I was like, who is wifey? And he said, he noticed that I found out and stuff like that. And I was like, found out what? She's my girlfriend. You have a girlfriend? And the funniest part, this girl knew about me. She knew I was in the picture. We literally see ourselves every day in church, the three of us.
Jesus.
So
It's a love triangle.
I was like, okay, no problem. And he was like, he would work things out. We should chill. I think this was already like the 8th month of the relationship already.
Whoa.
I was like, okay, no problem. I was crazy in love.
Oh.
First year went by, it was giving me red flags. I was like, okay, there's every possibility it might change. So when he was going back to school, it was like that he didn't have enough stuff and things like that. And me, I've just finished writing JAM. I don't know what, I've not entered university. I don't have money or still learning. walked in. And he was like, anything I have, I should give you. I was like, okay, no problem. I went to my mommy's kitchen.
Good stuff.
I packed rice, packed beans, packed spaghetti, packed everything.
I want this kind of girlfriend when I grow up.
Watch this.
I gave it to him. That was the first time. I think that was when I think after I gave him, it went September and it came back December, and I found out I had gotten admission in January. So when I was going to school, it was also going back to school again. So and his birthday was March.
Same school.
No, it's actually in Ekpoma. So I was like, okay, no problem. He was like, he's going to school again. I did the same thing again. So,
As in, same full
Yeah,
stuff.
Mama Christmas, yeah.
So we were going to it was still fun, but I wasn't liking the idea that I was actually getting to share my man with another person. But I still decided to hold on because he
It
kept
was not your
telling
man in the
me.
first place.
Exactly. He kept telling me, hold on, chill, I'll work things out.
Shareholder.
I was like, okay, no problem. So when I got admission, I started saving for his birthday.
Damn.
Wow.
Saving. I think I spent almost 40,000 for that.
Wow.
Hey, Jesus.
Wow.
And it was actually
Interesting.
actually painful. You know what? A week to his birthday, I asked if he was going to be around. I think that was when they went on strike or something like that. And it was like it was not going to be around. It was going to his sister's place at Ibadan. I was like, okay, no problem. So you not call your birthday gift? He said no. That maybe after he comes back.
No.
I was like, okay. A day to his birthday, it was like that we might see. He's not sure whether we will see. I did not know this guy was around.
Wow.
And he was like, okay. I was like, okay, no problem. Probably when you come back, we'll just give you the gift and stuff. And he was like, okay, no problem. On his birthday, he was at home with his girlfriend, his mother, and his father, and his younger sister.
Wonderful.
They were snapping picture and they were uploading it.
Posting.
And I asked him, Alpha, where are you? He said it was at his sister's place. I was like, this boy didn't forget that okay. Because he was always blocking me from seeing the status. And I was like, this boy forgot to block me when he was posting these things. And he was like, what happened, Mom Max? And I was like, nothing. And that day when I was coming back from school, I purposely carried the gift to school. When I was coming back from school, I carried it to his house. And I knocked on the door. He came out and he was like, how did you know I was at home? I said, I saw your status. I know you were at home. And his girlfriend was inside.
Wow.
And I greeted me and I will greet you.
Senior shareholder.
I actually saved that number on my phone as senior wife.
You are not ready to share your man, and you save senior wife. Wonderful.
Okay, so
I
I'm going to pause your story. Right? You know you've been here before.
Yeah.
Okay. Was this the same guy last time you were here? Was this the guy you said was your boyfriend?
No.
Okay, so someone else.
Yeah.
All right. So your boyfriend doesn't know about this story.
He knows.
Okay.
Are you sure?
He knows. So that I said, okay, no problem. I gave him the gift and I greeted his mom. The mom knows because I never want to come to that. I know to pass back door. We used to jump fence.
That's crazy.
You used to jump fence.
We used to jump because
You go, I mean.
Wait, I don't get.
the two of us.
The second shareholder, too.
So,
Okay, you used to jump fence into his compound.
Yes. That was because his neighbor was actually related to my family. So we don't want her seeing me anytime I come.
Hey.
So that day I gave him the gift and he was like, I should not be angry. And I was like, angry, that was your
Angry
birthday,
girl.
you should enjoy it. And I left that day. I got very pissed and I was like, I'll just keep holding on. And I kept holding on. And
Jesus.
You are holding on for
For a better rainy day.
3 years.
okay, just in case they break up.
I was
Yeah.
not yet.
When you become the highest
No.
Yeah.
I need to. Okay, so
That was what
you
I
are
was-
holding on for
Yeah.
just in case they break up. Then
Yes.
So
you
that
get
she'll
to
not
have
become
guy.
the senior.
she now become
shareholder.
the sole proprietor.
Yeah, it's allowed. The way you are,
Okay, enjoying it, too.
wow.
Yeah, enjoying it.
Serious one.
So and we go to the same church, we go to practice. Me and the girl were actually in the same practice
The
together.
same choir.
We were not in choir, we're actually lectors. So we read together. She sees me when I'm reading, and I see her when
And she
in fact,
sees the Bible
we sit down
verse too.
together safe.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but
And whenever they are coming to church, he comes with her to church. He holds her bag and comes to church. And
Holds
you know
her bag.
everything. I see them now. There was this particular time.
This is not. You can't put the blame on the guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's
You are not.
Yeah.
You are not a victim in this case.
In fact,
You are a volunteer.
I would say I was crazy in love.
Was
she was crazy.
you are
Sorry.
not crazy. You are.
was he your first relationship?
It should be the first now.
First
SS2.
real.
Yeah, no wonder now. It's
Yes.
not. You were young. You were in.
That's
You were
got teens,
probably 16, 17.
I think I was there in my 15th.
Yes.
The end they get
See, that's why they wrote
That
that
is
law
why
in
they
America.
She was just playing then.
How old is
That's
this guy?
As
I
at
think then the guy was 21.
Yeah, when he gets
Senior
more.
one.
He don't.
But that guy, by the time he's 31, he can marry more than Solomon.
Senior one.
Was he quite good looking?
It was.
wonderful.
Definitely was
Young
good.
crush.
Yeah.
Young crush.
No, she likes him. Not sure she'll be
Yeah.
biased.
Are you done with your
That's the
story?
situation.
It's
Oh,
not.
yeah,
Let her finish. now.
So I was always having. I saw him as a partner. We advised.
Partnership.
I always saw him as somebody I could talk to. I could call him. I would go and steal my grandma's phone to call this guy, and I would spend hours. We would talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
And
This grandma card.
and then I was literally very, very happy I found somebody like him. We'll talk when we want to sleep, we'll pray and stuff like that.
Wow.
So,
Hallelujah.
So it was
people in the church knew the two of them were dating. And I think I had friends in church then that were going to the same school. They knew the two of them were dating. So in the second year, around Christmas, he came home. The two of them went to his sister's place. They stayed there for, I think, over a week before they came back. And I got really pissed off that, because normally he would tell me he's coming home and stuff like that. He came home that Christmas, and those people they were like, she wore a ring on her finger.
Wow.
And they were like, Elise, let me not call her name. They were like, your boyfriend not proposed. She laughed and she said yes. I don't know if she was trying to like piss me off or something, but I just laughed. And I literally my sister was like, Leslie, we run mad one day. And I was like, not run mad. Because I was literally going to depression. Totally. I was going to depression totally.
At what point did you decide that you were going to end? Because I don't think you were dating the guy. I just think you were. I think you were infatuated.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he was
You were
using.
infatuated with the guy.
Yes, love.
Because you knew he had a
Actually
girlfriend,
lost.
so it's not
You're
like
guarding them. Like,
Actually trusted it because he
How
kept
did you
saying, chill, hold on, I'll sort things out. Chill, hold on, I'll sort things
Chill,
older
they
than you.
Yeah,
So
so you
using
knew,
that
yeah.
strength of I'm older than you. Chill. Do you understand?
Sorry,
And
how
if you
old-
rest.
How old was the other girl?
I don't know. I don't
As
know.
at then. Was
you
she
said.
your
You
age
said
mate?
he was cheating on you.
Yeah.
That's what he said. How could he have been cheating on you?
He wasn't cheating on you now.
I
He
did
was
not
not
know
cheating,
they
actually.
were
No,
dating.
yes, because
Before
she
I
didn't,
entered
he's
this
still cheating.
relationship,
at
I asked
first,
him.
you were not aware they were
They were
dating.
He asked-
dating.
he
Yeah,
asked-
that's why
That's
we
why
are
we
so
said,
valid to
why
this
did you
conversation.
continue?
Because
He asked
I
her
literally
out.
already grown enough feelings, and
That's
it
no feelings, though.
No, you
Yes,
for you.
yes.
Guys.
Starting with her story, you should hear that she said she was crushing on him. So there's nothing, if a girl loves somebody,
Yeah, she's going to.
whatever that guy does at that moment, she will not see it like, okay.
Then she volunteered now.
She wants to. So if he keeps telling you, do this one,
You
okay,
keep on
you
doing
do it.
I think that
I think he was looking for experience for relationship.
The question, guys, I have a question for.
I have
This is
a
a question.
question,
But okay, so let's just quickly run through this so that you would. A couple of things. Most men do not get married, all right, before the age of 28, if they've gone to university. Before the age of 28, most men do, because they would have to graduate and work for a couple of years. Most men on average work for about 3 to 4 years
yeah.
so that they can either get an apartment, prepare for the wedding, all right, and get
Prepare for a future.
prepare for a future and plan for a family. Okay. So I don't care whatever this guy tells you. And that's why we said there has to be verifiable evidence. If you told me that this guy probably was like 28, he's been working for the past 5 to 6 years, right? He has spoken to your mom and tells your mom that he wants to get married to you within the next 2 to 3 years. And then he has met your father, has spoken to your father, and your father has listed, okay, these are the things we need to put in place. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Then we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, this guy is dating you.
I'm playing.
He's having a great time.
Nice time, enjoying young bodies.
And almost every man here in this studio, all right, has dated a girl when she was 18. Almost every man here. And I can tell you that none of them married her. Not one. You're thinking. I can tell you. All right? Because the guy, he has a huge advantage. I'm telling you, he has. As we are talking, the gentlemen here, they're like, let me put this to you. All right? If you had said that you were single, you'd have had a mark on your back.
Yeah, there must be
That I must quickly collect my own before she's smarter. That's not to. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you go back to your guy, all right, and talk to your mom, talk to your dad, talk to this guy, and figure out exactly when you probably would want to start your own family. If you have no intention of starting your own family in the next 3 to 4 years, then you're probably wasting your time.
You know what men call 18, 17, 19? They call them smally. I'll see you. I like.
You know, like, bro.
Yes, now. You go get the you can't get smally.
yeah, smally.
That's what that guy is. That's what that guy is doing.
I'm serious though. Like that was like
There are pros sitting here. You can't just out there.
Oh, that smally is. I think we should just continue.
Alright, so, Melissa,
Yeah, I want to ask a question.
we're going to have you back on the show, okay? We're going to have you back on the show, definitely. Okay, but talk to the guy, okay? Talk to your dad, talk to your mom. Tell your mom this is your timeline to start a family. Let them talk to that guy so that the guy doesn't run circles around you. Except you want to, if you want to just enjoy the guy the next 4 years, all fine and good, but it's not going to make it easier. If you have a father, your dad is still alive.
Your grandfather too.
I'm out there. I'm okay with my granddad.
You're okay with your granddad.
Okay.
Okay.
I know.
Understand.
So if that's the case, then you should have that candid conversation with them that I want to start a family 3 to 4 years from now. All right, I need your wisdom. They're not stupid people. Though. They may look old and all that, but there's no trick you pull that those guys will not see.
That's correct.
What is it for?
That's correct.
That's correct, actually.
Before I got married, all right, I went to go and check some girls at home. And you know the ones that you have the biggest headaches with? Do you know the ones? The girls that will give you the biggest problems. It's the ones that you meet their fathers at home. The ones that you go and check a girl and then you now meet the father.
The father will be at home.
The father will be at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you not get it, like father is not like, okay, so this is Monday morning. What are you doing here? I won't forget, one man did it. He said, I want to... I just think we'll just go out and do that. You know, the man just smiled. Looked at me. Said, but you're wasting your time. I won't forget, one of the things he told me, and this is it. If I mention, you probably might know the man. I said, get your money in order. Just said, get your money in order. Don't waste your time.
That is ancient wisdom.
That's wisdom.
That was what he said, get your money. Don't waste your time.
Wow.
And if you want to go out with my daughter, all right, I'm going to have to be there.
Okay. Wonderful.
Sharp bad guy.
I had mad respect for the guy. Much later, the guy even met my mother. Not outside of, and my parents started asking her that, what's going on with that? This man runs into them. He's greeting them as if he's greeting in-laws. So that you have to get yourself right because we're not ready for... Do you understand? So the point is, I'm not trying to say your parents are all in all, but no matter how bad our parents may be, they don't want our lives to be worse than them. So just keep that. So let's go on to that.